Well. What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Artie, Executive Director of Film Missile Art, and I am joined with my fellow scout here at Film Missile Art, Cam. And it's time. We've been doing the Sunday Spiral for a while, um, and we will continue to do the Sunday Spiral. But it is now draft season, and with draft season comes need for draft content, and the best way to do draft content these days is a podcast. So we have a podcast specifically reserved for draft content, and it happens to be called 100 Yards in Context. But before we just get to, bullshit and having a great time today, how you feeling, Cam?
Complain about anything. But as far as this class in general, it was very, very talented. Another deep class of intriguing prospects, especially at the wide receiver position and the corner spot. Yeah. It's been like that the last 5 years
Like
because
always, right?
it's a premium position. So but
Yeah.
other than that, is I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about a lot of these guys for this upcoming season. Especially the edge. That's the people I got to scout. But especially the edge position, there's some talented guys coming out that edge spot.
Yep. Let's start here. And this is more of a conversation. We don't got no questions, nothing. So we just going with the flow. We just chilling talk. Declare or not declare? Let's play that game quickly. Declare or not declare Armius Mims, the tackle from Georgia. Should he go back to school?
I'm just one of them people where if you have a first round grade, just go, just leave, man. There's not much you can do to get it that much higher. The risk is too much, especially for a position like him. He's a tackle. He's getting contact every play, every single play. He's going, and this is
Right.
not like he's going back to a weak conference. He's going back to the SEC. He's going back to deal with more killers. Granted, yeah, when he gets to the league, he's going to have to deal with killers already, but at least he's getting paid more to deal with killers. So it's, in my opinion, just go ahead and declare, big fella, get you that money, change your family life, do what you got to do. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Go ahead and do that.
Declare or not declare. This might make some people laugh, but declare or not declare
Absolutely
Shador Sanders,
not.
quarterback from Colorado.
But here's why. Here's why. I had already kind of talked about it with Artie and the guys that he's not going to declare this year. Even when he had that stretch of him balling, I knew that Dion was going to let him go. Not that easy. And then once I also found out that Shiloh had another year, I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely not letting them leave. Travis is there. Unfortunately, Travis had dealt with an injury from a late hit from that Colorado State defender, and he missed a significant part of the season. So we didn't even fully see special. We didn't even fully see how special he was because he was limited on the field due to that injury. And also with Shador, man, I don't think like he's put a lot of great things on tape for sure, but just the amount of I get it.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because his line was bad. I mean, I believe he missed the last 2 games of the season and still finished as the most sacked quarterback in FBS, I believe. And the only reason why I know that is because I used to look
Yeah.
because Spencer Rattler was like always right behind him. So it's just like, man, he like, do I think he would have won at least second round this year or maybe even first? He absolutely could have, but for him, especially when he has the opportunity to be the number one guy in the next draft, yeah, I would go ahead and say for you to go ahead and stay. Now, granted, he's shown a lot on the tape. That's great, fantastic. But yeah, I think he wants to be the number one guy going into next year's draft, and he has opportunity to do that. So yeah, for him, I would definitely say not declare. I mean, I know he wasn't going to, but definitely not declare. Hopefully, his body matures a little bit more. Maybe he puts on a little bit more muscle. I get it. I know he was running for his life and he got hurt. I mean, shit, the man played with a broken back. So it's not to say that he's not out there putting his all on that field. It was just it was too much. It was too much for him to handle. So hopefully he's gonna come back on this performance. I mean for the Buffaloes and show everybody why he can easily be the number one QB taken in next year's draft.
Yeah, for sure. I have his scouting report pulled up on my other laptop here. Prototypical size for the position at 6'2", solid athlete slash mobility, extremely quick release, gets the ball out decisively. Very good at reading defenses. Goes through his progressions every time he cuts it loose. His weaknesses. This was done over the summer, by the way. Summer 2023. Weaknesses: needs to work on pocket awareness and footwork and accuracy, specifically outside the numbers. Now, this is a summer scouting report. One of those weaknesses he already worked on, sliced up, and that's the accuracy outside the numbers. The pocket awareness and footwork is part of the reason why I think he should return to school, which it's pop knowledge. He's probably going back to school. But one of the main reasons why I think he should return to school is Shador Sanders last year, as great as he was, he had one fatal flaw. That fatal flaw was holding on to the ball too long. Entirely too long. Some of those sacks were because the line was trash. Yes. But some of those sacks that Shador Sanders took was from him trying to be Patrick Mahomes, from him trying to be Superman, trying to be Josh Allen, make a play
Yeah,
out
he's
of no
definitely
play,
playing hero
and
ball.
him getting sacked.
I would agree with you on that.
So those are some legit. Those those are some legit things that at the next level you always can't get away with, especially when you have athleticism like he has. Like he's a solid athlete. He's not a great athlete. He is not Jalen Hurts. He is not, you know, um, Justin Fields. Definitely not Lamar Jackson. He is not one of those guys in that league. He is more Patrick Mahomes. He is more Joe Burrow. Okay, so as far as the athlete, when you're running around like that, those edges they can get to you quicker than they can get to a Jalen Hurts or Justin Fields or Lamar Jackson. So going back to school also offers him a chance to improve that athleticism a bit, improve those pocket mechanics more. And next year, yeah, we're talking about probably the top quarterback
Yeah, because
prospect in
I'm
the
gonna add
entire
one last thing.
class.
Because another thing you got to think about
So
too is,
yeah,
okay, let's say he did declare after obviously the full body of work going into the season, right? He wasn't gonna get drafted before Caleb. He was not gonna get drafted before Caleb May. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm my bad. Drake May, good lord. Uh he definitely was not gonna get drafted ahead of Jaden Daniels. And he more than likely wasn't going to get drafted ahead of Michael Penix. So that's four quarterbacks who you can argue, three definite in my opinion, and one that you can argue that yeah, you're probably not going to get drafted ahead of him. So that would have essentially made you QB5. So you're looking at more than likely being a second rounder and later because I don't think he would. I mean, in my opinion, he wouldn't drop past the third. So I think he would be a second round QB. So that's also what you're looking at compared to, let's say he has an even better year, which obviously he's banking on, and he's a top five selection now. No matter what, he's QB1. I mean, I know I'm drawing a blank because I can't think of really any of the other QBs. But what other QB can you possibly think about where it's like, oh, okay, he's gonna be coming for Shador's store because as of right now, because I like Shador so much as a prospect, who's gonna be coming for his throne? What battle should we watch?
I can think of one guy. I can think of one guy. Now, he's about to play in the college football playoff, and before the season, like it wouldn't be a conversation. It'd be Shedeur Sanders all day for me. But what Jalen Milroe has done the past 10 games at Alabama, next year, that debate, in my opinion, is going to be a greater debate than Bryce and Stroud was last year. Because it's going to be the classic pocket passing, extending plays, or dynamic runner with a huge arm. And that debate's
And
just old as time
let's say even if
when it
Milroe
comes to a
does get
quarterback.
drafted before him,
So,
he'll still more likely
yeah.
be a top 5 pick. So yeah, it's just it might.
He's not getting out the top three. If Milroe goes one, if anything, that boosts Shedeur Sanders'
Exactly.
value
My
because
point
that means
exactly
that there are going
compared
to be
to
teams that are probably trading
you
up for both of
possibly
them.
being QB5 to a lot of teams. Hell, look, we've heard some interesting things about how people value talent and these teams value talent. Shit, on some people's boards, he could easily be QB7. I know, and later. I know it sounds crazy, but the way these teams evaluate talent and other things like off the field stuff, even though I don't think Shador is going to be an off the field issue, a lot of these GMs and front offices value things a lot differently, and you'll be shocked to see. But yeah, that's who he's going against right now, Jaden Milroe, and easily, like I said, will finish top 3 easily. Whether Milroe absolutely balls out next season and win the Heisman, or hell, even if Shador has a chance. I mean, they're moving to the Big 12 still, I believe.
That's also the other thing for me. If Shedeur is staying in the Pac-12, along with everybody else that currently is in the Pac-12, then yeah, just consider coming out because your draft stock might not improve that much. But you're going to the Big 12. As Texas and Oklahoma are walking out the door, not only could you be the number one pick, you could be in the college football playoff next
And
year because you're going to
it will
probably
be
be in
expanded.
contention for the Big 12 championship.
Exactly.
People forget the field is expanding to 12 teams next year. So if it's
You
12
you
teams
pretty much in
and
there
you're
by
a conference
somewhere.
winner, you're in, buddy. And then who knows what happens? Who
I
knows what
mean, we
happens?
literally watched
You're not gonna know the landscape of college football next season. Who knows what happens? Who knows what
exactly. We literally
defenses
watched
he'll
him go toe
have
to
the
toe
opportunity to shred.
with
You know what I'm saying?
the number 1
So
overall pick.
yeah,
Like, he was making great plays. Yes, I know USC defense was toast, but still, he was making great plays, great throws. Like like if you want to watch a perfect game scouting wise, just to see what type of talent we have, and he's led many comeback drives early in the year, but that USC game, the USC Colorado game that he played, it was absolutely spectacular, spectacular. Especially after having a slow start like that and him fighting tooth and nail to get his team back into it.
yeah. That game. When we do summer scouting this year for the department, that game is probably gonna be one of
As
the
you should.
main games that I show in his film session because first of all, you have to understand that
Yeah.
that team was down by 30. When you're down by 30, the only thing you have left is right here, your heart. And that team showed so much heart, so much determination, so much grit that they almost came back and won the game. And more importantly, Shedeur was a big reason behind that. The offense never stopped scoring. The defense couldn't stop Caleb in that talented offense. But Shedeur was doing his damn thing on the other side himself. So, Cam, you're absolutely right about that. I got one last declare or not declare for you. And it's going to start, I guess, our tirade because you
Oh,
mentioned that number
brother.
one pick because he hasn't declared yet. So, declare or not declare
Yes.
Brock Bowers.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely, young man. Please declare. Absolutely.
I don't know why he
Yeah,
hasn't yet, but
I
he
don't.
hasn't
Yeah,
as of this
I'm gonna need him
recording
to.
right now.
Yeah.
He hasn't
All right.
declared
Well,
yet.
but I'm assuming he's gonna make the right decision. Let's get into the real who it really is. Let's get into it. Who it really is. Yeah,
I mean, I mean,
yeah. There.
it's two of them. So as of this very millisecond, ladies and gentlemen, the two biggest prospects, or two highest ranked prospects on Film and Arts big board right now, have not declared for the draft. Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver from Ohio State, and Caleb Williams, quarterback from University of Southern California, formerly Oklahoma. Here's my question, Cam. Is the NIL becoming a problem, not in the aspect of paying college athletes, but in the aspect of convincing college athletes that the NFL can wait? Because that's where I'm at. I'm convinced that the NIL is convincing these players, the NFL can
Ex-
wait, and I think that's a dangerous
extremely.
ideology to have.
I would
Extremely
hope
dangerous.
no. Like I said, I don't know what's taking them so long to declare because okay, damn the NIL. All right, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's not. It's not even because like here's the thing with them. It's not like they said anything about like, oh well, I want to finish school. So it's kind of clear as day. Like they're kind of trying to weigh their options, and that is an extremely dangerous game to play with a corporation as vindictive as the NFL. Because do you think if he doesn't declare and he goes back to school for another year, that they're not going to remember that? There are things I can't speak too much on about. There are things that we're familiar with behind the scenes where how teams already view him.
You gotta
I'm
clarify which one are you
specifically
talking about?
Caleb
Because you're talking about
Williams.
two people. But which one are you talking about? You gotta clarify that. Which one are
We've
you talking
heard
about?
things. I'm not like I'm gonna save
Oh,
it for
oh,
later.
okay.
But let's say we've heard of multiple teams, multiple plural, say that he is undraftable, un- strictly because of character.
Simply because of character, not off ability. Simply because of character concerns,
Yes,
he's undraftable. He's got a
they feel like there are
UDFA
at
grade for them.
least
They
250
don't want to touch him.
players who deserve to get drafted, and he is not one of them. Yes, that is insane. I absolutely do not agree with it. But that's what I was alluding to earlier when people are saying, when I was saying you don't understand how these teams view certain things. Character on some people's, I mean, perfect example is the Texans. The Texans used to sign people because Jack Easterby was there and say, oh, well, he's a Christ loving man. Sign him to the team. He's not he's not even a lead that would sign him to the team. He's a Christ loving man. That's the type of guy you want to marry your daughter.
We we love Christ, at least from this angle of the podcast. We love Christ. However, being a Christian should not mean that you are
Yes,
guaranteed a
and
spot on the
so
NFL roster.
and so
Just hearing that
it's
alone is
baffling
alarming.
because it's like you're gonna go number one. It's not like oh well, I'm projected to go second or third. I can go back to improve my stock. You are projected to go numero uno.
If I could, beyond that, you're the best quarterback prospect since Andrew Luck. The
That is
best
high
will be the
praise.
best one drafted since Joe Burrow. What are we talking about? What are we
Young
talking
man.
about, Caleb? What? You don't like Chicago? Chicago don't even want you, dude. Chicago likes Justin Fields. They want to keep Justin Fields.
Nah, it's cool.
You,
Did you
I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. But I need to
no,
go.
what I was gonna say, did you see the whole
What
thing with
what
him
kills
liking that
me?
tweet
Oh, what's up?
about the Bears? I, it was basically something like
No.
I think some
What tweet was it?
Bears fan tweeted like, we shouldn't draft Caleb or some shit like that or something like that, and he liked the tweet. It was some I believe that's what it was along the lines of that, and I was just like, ugh. I mean, you're playing with fire. I mean, yeah, they do like Justin Fields more, but go back to you saying what you're saying.
And he's played well since he came back from that thumb injury. He's played really well. So it's not like the Chicago Bears are rushing to the podium to draft Caleb Williams. What I think is going to happen is one, I don't think Caleb Williams is going to one right now, even if he does declare. I think what's going to happen is Chicago is going to get offers for the number one pick to take Caleb. They're not going to like them. And I think Marvin Harrison Jr. will be the first overall pick in this draft. But that brings me to Marvin because I'm going to read a scouting report. And this is from the summer again. Great combination of size and speed for position. 6'3", projected to run 4.40. That might be 4 like eight, like high 4.4s, like not low 4.4s. Versatility can line up as the solo boundary, the X, the flanker receiver, the Z, or the slot receiver, and be useful and effective. 50-50 balls are 100% his. Last season, 18 of 30 contested catch balls were thrown his way. 18 of the 30 contested balls thrown his way were catches. 18. That's 60% as far as contested catch rate. 60. The average for the NCAA is 40. I'm sorry, 30. So he's double the
Teabag rate.
rate of normal prospect. He's elite tracker of the football. He's elite tracker of the football like his dad. In an outstanding role. And his only weakness really was yak. And he showed that he could improve that ever so slightly this season. So when it comes to a receiver prospect and what a team would want, Marvin Harrison Jr. is the golden goose of that. So when you say that you're thinking of not declaring because you want to beat Michigan, I got question marks. Michigan? Michigan. I get it. Ohio State fans, don't kill me for this. I get it. That rivalry means a lot to y'all. A lot to y'all. I reiterate, a lot to y'all. But it should not keep Marvin Harrison Jr. in school. And please, for the love of God, we all stop with these tweets, these posts about the Ohio State Buckeyes are trying to put together an NIL package
No,
that would rival an NFL
absolutely.
rookie contract. It's impossible. It's impossible because that means if they do that for Marvin Harrison Jr., they have to do that for everybody. And if I'm not mistaken, the first overall pick in this past year's draft, Bryce Young, got a $40 million guaranteed contract.
I'm pretty sure over
There
half
are
of that
some
was
starting NFL
guaranteed once
quarterbacks that
he
don't
put
make
his
that kind of
name.
money.
Like literally, once he signed it, it went into his bank account. Like signing bonus,
Guaranteed
just
at
put your name on there. Just
signing.
put your name on there, and
You mean to tell me the Ohio State Buckeyes are going to offer an NIL deal of that magnitude? You're drunk.
LeBron James must be paying that salary, and he
You're
ain't even go
drunk.
to Ohio
There's no way
State.
that's happening.
That's the
So
only
for
way to think
Marvin,
of
it's
it.
like
LeBron James must be paying that salary. and he ain't even go to Ohio State. Because yeah, what are we talking about? You guys are gonna pay him $40 million for 1 year? Like, bro, come on, be for real, dog. Really, be for real. Like, be for real.
Y'all don't even know who
Our
y'all
offense
starting
could be is
quarterback is
B-Rock.
right now.
Like, come on. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, it's actually maddening because it's like, my brother, yes, I get it. You know, you grew up with money, cool, but you have a chance to make your own name, and you not even just chance, you basically already made your own name. Just go into the league and make millions. That's all we want from you. Go into the league and make millions. Millions.
And again, this is part of the problem for me, Cam. Again, it doesn't matter what team you go to. If you're like that, if you're him, it shouldn't matter. You should be able to go to a franchise and make an immediate impact if you
I
think
mean,
that
look
you
at the
should skip
Texans.
on
Perfect
out
example.
playing for a
You
bad
take
team for a
Stroud.
better
Stroud
opportunity.
is, oh my lord, he's insane. I mean, unfortunately, I don't literally as a rookie. Like, unfortunately, I don't know if he's gonna run Elroy.
He
It,
was the
it
MVP
depends on if he
candidate.
can play these last couple of weeks. Because I ain't gonna lie, Puka going crazy. But he is changing the fortune of that team. And then even on the other side, oh yeah, Will Anderson. Exactly. Will Anderson is over there wrecking
That team's
stuff.
leading their division right now.
Like,
That team is leading their division right now. Yes. So that doesn't that's proof to Caleb, to Marvin Harrison Jr. that you can go to a bad team, rookie head coach, rookie quarterback, and have success if you're like that. If you're really like that. So I implore Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. and to a lesser degree Brock Bowers. I think he'll declare. I think what he's gonna do, he's probably gonna play in that game and just gonna declare. He's he seems like a guy who'll stand on business and
oh, did he say he was gonna play in
he'll
that game? That's what I meant to
he'll play
ask.
his last college game and then he'll declare. But
No,
as
Caleb.
far as who Brock has
Oh, because I'm just like, I
no,
get that, but
he
it's
said he
like
wasn't gonna play,
it's kind of clear you're gonna
but he
declare.
didn't but he didn't
Why
commit to
would
the
you
draft
skip a?
either.
Yeah, why would you skip and a lot of the people on that defense
You also
sure
haven't
have
entered the transfer portal
some
yet.
on the offense too. So that's another thing that's interesting now about this transfer portal is people are entering this portal before bowl games. So now these teams are looking incredibly different. Some of these teams are going to be starting like third string people and fourth string people. Like, literally, that's what I thought about the other day. I was like, yeah, if I'm a freshman, I'm
The
already signed on
freshman
there, and
bowls.
some sophomore ahead of me is like, oh shit, I'm a 5-star and I'm a 5-star too. Please, I implore. Yeah, man. Yeah, nah, you could do so much better, bro. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I've got I've got some rapid fire questions for you. Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't really have like a particular one. It's really about
what
like
is
what
your
I'm eating
favorite
already. Like
snack
if
to
I
eat
ate all
while
day
you
and it's like,
scout?
it's time to grab something quick. Like if I want to grab something quick, right down the street from where I live, it's not too far. I just go to Old Reliable, not just get some Chick-fil-A. I'm not gonna lie.
Is Chick-fil-A is the staple of fast food. Like it hits
Cap,
every
yeah,
time.
that's cap.
You have great customer
Cap.
service. And beyond that, like
What you mean
people
Chick-fil-A
say
is
it's unaffordable,
unaffordable?
but in my
Like, bro, I'm
opinion, you
seeing
could just get a
McDonald's
sandwich for
meals
$3,
for like $15 now.
four at the most.
What happened
So
to America? What happened to the country I love?
that's funny. Oh, next one. When you are scouting, what distracts you more? A pancake block by an offensive lineman, or
I ain't gonna lie, because
not the receiver you're
I'm
watching,
normally
but
watching
you're
the
seeing
edges.
someone
Oh yeah, a
on tape
pancake will
getting like
definitely
literally
because it's
juked
like
out of their shoes. Like,
yeah,
what distracts you more?
because here's why I say that because it's like I feel like on any given play, every once in a while, like, yeah, somebody can get you. You may have been coming at an awkward angle. You know what I mean? You may have just been coming off a block, so it's kind of tough. It's like, oh, he got up on me a lot faster than I thought he was. But just a pancake block, just seeing
Mm-hmm.
somebody get manhandled, and you just see a big human being on the ground and another one just laying on them. Like you're gonna see that. It's like, all right, so what happened here? You have to, because at that point you have to rewind it, because it's like, wait, what happened? How did you end up there? Especially if you like know how big some of these players be. It's like, isn't that D tackle like 6'5"? How
You
did
gotta
he?
rewind it.
Why is he on the ground
Exactly.
groveling? Like, what's going on here? Like, why is he getting covered up by another human being? Like, I can barely see him. So, yeah, it's definitely a pancake. Definitely a pancake.
I cannot agree more. As my scouting duties here at the department, I do quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers. Especially when I'm watching running backs, because I'm so focused on running into the right gaps, vision. It is so frustrating when I'm
Exactly.
watching a running back and he's running right, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a left tackle or something just mushing somebody 20 yards
Don't let
down
it
the
be a
field,
DB.
y'all like
Yeah, when it's a
I love
DB,
it as
it's
a
so
scout, but it's like
disrespectful. It's just,
y'all like
bro,
you're
get
going
out of here.
crazy, bro. Like, what are you doing?
It's a setup.
Like, how are you letting him? Oh
Oh
man,
no.
don't. That is the saddest thing
I'm
to see in
telling you.
football. When you
I'm
see an athletic tackle or guard pulling,
I'm telling you,
and
man. When you see that
you see a
lineman pull
defensive
and you see
back
that
doing the
poor
fast
nickel
thing,
is the
you know it's
first
over.
one
You
there,
know it's
it's
over.
like,
That's all that lineman's
oh
gonna do is put his arms
no,
down. It's over.
that young man is gonna have a tough day. Oh my lord, I've seen way
hmm
too many of those. It's like, what do you do? What do you do? I'd
Those are
definitely
the
see somebody
worst,
get
bro.
eviscerated. Yeah,
Next time we gotta get Dalen on, because I
I'm
know one, we gotta
telling
talk about
you.
some corners, but I know like he has I know he has some serious thoughts about corners. My last little scouting nugget question for you is this, right? In your opinion, what
I'm
position would you say is the
I'm not gonna
hardest to
lie.
evaluate
I would have to
consistently
say QB.
as far as year to year
Yeah,
basis?
because
Not as
you got
far
to
as
think
play to
about it.
play, but by year to
You can see
year.
somebody who's lights out, and it's like, oh my gosh, this guy. I mean, we've seen it for
Wow, really?
years. How many teams thought they had a franchise QB? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. I think maybe right now I can name 10 busts from the quarterback's position off the top of my head. Like, for it to be the most important position in the game, it is one of the hardest things to evaluate. The hardest, because you really don't know, and plus it depends a lot on situation, which is something I've always said. It's not just for QBs; it's situation also for every player.
Yep.
Because I've seen situations where people are drafting players that don't fit the system, and it's like, no, we need you to convert to our system. And it's like, all right, you're telling this guy to unlearn at least at least 3 to 4 years of what they've been doing in another system, which takes time.
Mhm.
You're not simplifying it. You're giving them a playbook as thick as 2 phone books. Like, yeah, QB for sure, because QB is already the hardest position in the league. But you trying to fit, because look, perfect example. I saw some of you. I mean, you saw more obviously because you were scouting by then. Brock Purdy. Did you ever think Brock Purdy was going to turn out where he was in the league right now?
I thought Brock Purdy
So like
was a career
that's what I'm
backup.
saying. But then you get
I
guys
thought Brock
like
Purdy was Nick
Josh Rosen,
Mullins.
who everybody was like, oh yeah, no,
That's what I thought Brock Purdy was.
When he gets into the
Now,
league, oh yeah, he's gonna be an issue. I don't even think he's in the league right now.
You know, that also brings up, and I think we'll save this for next episode of the pod before we like go over our mock draft and stuff. We need to have the quarterback debate, the pocket passer, pocket playmaker,
Oh,
or dual
absolutely.
threat. Because I think the true pocket passing quarterback is almost extinct. I think with today's NFL and with today's speed coming off the edge, I think it's impossible to
Oh,
be a
absolutely.
true form pocket passer without elite accuracy and
Yeah.
incredible awareness. Like the best pocket passer, pure pocket passer in the league might
But
be Kirk.
but Tua got some athleticism. That's why I was
Oh,
gonna lean
I'm
more
sorry.
towards Kirk because
I count
what I was
Tua.
gonna say is for a lot of
I count
guys
Tua
now,
as a pocket
baseline,
passer. I don't count him as a
people are
pocket
gonna want their
playmaker.
QBs to at
But
least be running a
you know, it's
4.8.
tomatoes,
Not to
tomatoes.
say they're gonna put him in read options and stuff like that, but look at Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, exactly. You have like if all fails and everybody is covered, everybody is strapped. You
You
have
gotta
to be
get me that.
able
You gotta get me that 7 yards on third
exactly
and six, bro. I'm sorry.
like if it's the Super Bowl and you at that goal line and you got to get 6 and you got to
Don't
sacrifice
get
that
me
body to get
a
in
first
there or
down.
y'all lose.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to do that. It shouldn't be a situation where it's like, ah man, they covered everybody. It's over. Like we just gotta hope somebody. We just gotta hope that somebody could come free. Like no, at this point now, you have to at least run a 4.8. That's at the least bare minimum for these
I gotta
QBs
throw it
now,
away.
because you have to be able to get out of harm's way and escape things to get that first. So yeah, pretty soon the pure pocket passer, the statue pocket passer has already been phased out. I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm a Ravens fan. That's part of the reason why we got rid of Joe Flacco, who's balling right now, by the way. But he was a statue and he'll hold the ball for too long. And he would take an unnecessary sack because he can't get away. He has done it in the past or scrambled, but if it's like oh yeah, it's way
Yep.
harder. It's way harder. So yeah, I would say that for sure.
The older you get, if you're not that athletic, it's already gone. Yeah. Before we get out of here, because this has
Yeah.
been such a fun first episode. It's also probably gonna be very short. Like we're looking at a runtime of what, like 30 minutes on YouTube, probably like maybe 35 on audio formats, audio podcast formats. Before we get out of here, we gotta let the people know. We gotta tell the people who our pet cats are, because when you tell them now, when you tell them early, that way nobody can tell you later. Be like, no, I put you on to him. No, I put you on to him. No, I put you on to him. I don't want any of that for us. So, Cam, who is
Mm.
your pet cat for the
So basically, what you
2024
asked me like the
NFL
guy who
draft?
I'm gonna bang the table the hardest for, be like, this is my guy. Oh, I'm gonna go say because oh yeah, I'm gonna just do the safe one right now because you already know. I'll do an edge one later on in the year, but that's wrong. Like without a shadow of a doubt. I was like, look, man, look. I get it. Neighbors is nice. He absolutely is. That's another first round pick, but Rome, that's my guy. If Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't exist, on me, like I said, me Cameron. On my yeah, no, I'm putting Rome wide receiver one. I love the way he plays. I love it. I love it. Yeah, he's the one where I'm just like, I have no. I want nothing. Obviously, I want nothing but success for all of these guys. But for him, it was just like, oh yeah, he's him. I need to see him dominate more. Like that's who it was for me. Who was yours?
Um, it's Drake Man. This my pet is Drake Man. Um, this class, I don't really have a lot of prospects who I love,
Oh, absolutely.
but I have a lot that I defend. And the one that I'm going to and are prepared to defend, like I'm getting paid for it, is Drake May.
Yeah.
And the main reason I'm prepared to defend Drake May is because North Carolina has become the mini Ohio State of Helmet Sky. Ever since Mitch Trubisky came out and got drafted to the Bears, everyone has been trying to put down not only quarterbacks in North Carolina, but quarterbacks in the ACC outside of Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson in general. So when I look at Drake May, I see a quarterback who has a bigger arm than Sam
Yeah.
Howell, is more accurate than Sam Howell, and is just as athletic as Sam Howell at 6'5". You're looking at arguably one of the best quarterbacks to come out of North Carolina ever. And beyond that, you're looking at a guy who is essentially a blend of Josh Allen and Justin Herbert. Think about those traits alone of those two prospects, Josh Allen and Justin Herbert. Josh Allen is a freak show as an athlete, runs with reckless abandon. There are plays on our YouTube channel for Drake May's eval right now where you can
Nah,
see
definitely.
Drake May trying to run people over, flipping over into the end zone, sacrificing his body, exactly like Josh Allen. But you know what else? Drake May's got that extended release like Justin Herbert. Be throwing them lasers just like Justin Herbert. Throws better on the move than Justin Herbert as well due to that athleticism like Josh Allen. So yeah, it's Drake May for me, bro. I love Drake May. I knew you loved Rome. I just wanted to give you a chance to rock on Rome. But
Oh
Drake
yeah, for
May,
sure.
in my humble opinion, is the best quarterback prospect in this class by far, not named Caleb Williams. Because obviously people are going to try to, you know, push Jaden Daniels up there when I'm not sure that Jaden Daniels is better than Michael Penix right now for quarterback prospects for me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And the main reason I'm not sure is because Michael Penix still has
Oh yeah, I would
one game,
love
potentially
to
two left
see
to play.
Penix against
And
Penix.
one of those games, or two
I
of
would
those
love to see
games,
Penix
more
against
likely,
Bama.
because I
Like
think they're
that.
going to.
That could break or break a lot for him.
I think they're going to handle. I think they're going to handle Texas. I think he's going to face two. I think he's going to face two back to back or one great college level defenses in a row. Because we know the narrative about the Pac-12. You transfer to the Pac-12, you're gonna have 30 touchdowns, less than 10 picks. You're gonna throw for almost 4,500 yards.
Nah, I need Rome versus Kool-Aid. I'm
I want
sorry.
to see Michael Penix.
I
Maybe if
need Rome
Michigan
versus
even beats
Kool-Aid. I
Bama
need it.
against Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
I need Rome
Like
versus.
I would I
I
would
need
love.
Rome versus Kool-Aid
No, you don't.
expeditiously.
I think Dalen needs Rome versus Kool Aid to prove his theories from the summer right because he hates Kool Aid. Nothing too crazy. Well, that is gonna wrap it up for the first episode of 100 Yards in Context, are presented by Film Miss Art, our brand new podcast dedicated to getting you guys ready slash keeping you guys informed slash keeping you guys entertained through NFL draft content. Don't know when this episode will air. So not gonna give like a date or anything. But
Freaky
when
man.
it does air, just be sure to
Freaky
one,
man.
if you're watching on the tube, the tube sounds weird because I thought of a bunch of other tubes that I can't say on there. On YouTube, please like the video. Please like the video. Please like the video. I see we get our normal count as far as views, but we do not get the likes that we should. I am a avid YouTube watcher. I see a bunch of other guys doing what we do, and their likes are filled. Their views are filled. Their comments are filled. but you guys aren't liking our content. So if you have any care for us and what we're trying to build here, please like the video. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel. We do a lot of work here. We're a whole department. We have a whole staff. We're very dedicated young men of color trying to put on for ourselves and to put on for you guys, the fans who want to know what your team should do when it comes to drafting NFL prospects. And lastly, and most importantly, to all the people who are going to listen to this in audio format, because this is a podcast, please, please rate our podcast five, 5 stars, 5 stars. We're
I don't know if y'all know this, but a good majority of the star players in the league didn't necessarily go to a top tier school. So if there's a guy who I'm sleeping on and y'all feel like, hey, he needs more coverage and more shine put on him, please, please, let us know. Let us know. I'm all for trying to get any extra eye while I can on any player trying to make his dream happen. And then two, Xavier Leggett to the moon.
we will talk about Xavier Leggett and a bunch of other NFL draft prospects over the next few upcoming months here on 100 Yards in Context. But with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to exit stage left. We again thank you for your time today. Hope you have a blessed one, and we'll see you next time.